Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Kai. This week we got to see the release of Dragon Ball Kai episode 102, The Dragon Team Assembled, Son Goku has returned. Alright, good stuff. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the weekly Dragon Ball Kai reviews. I'm probably going to keep right on doing them all the way through, to be honest, because I'm going to watch the show anyway. I think it's a great show. I've never really done episode reviews for Dragon Ball Z, and because there's so many, because it's not currently airing, I think it makes sense to do these. I'm thinking about possibly reviewing some of the Dragon Ball Z movies as well, too, like the Brawly movies, because those are so good. Cooler's movie, and all the different types of movies, because I did review Battle of the Gods as well. So I'm thinking about doing some others. So let me know what you guys think about that. But anyway, this week's episode, again, I'll put the link in the description, just like always, so you guys can watch it. It's subbed, of course, English subbed, because it just aired in Japan. They're going to be getting a dub release, but who knows when that's going to happen? Who knows when we're going to see those? I imagine it'll be in a while. We could even be halfway through the Buu Saga by the time they finally start airing the English dub version, if not more so. So this episode I thought was pretty good because we finally got to see the start of the World Tournament. Finally, the whole Great Saiyaman saga is basically over, and in quick fashion too. In this episode, we see the sort of last parts of Videl and Goten and Gohan training, getting ready for the World Tournament. Even though Gohan doesn't really get much of a chance to train, he's more teaching Videl how to fly. We get to see Mr. Satan. He's back again. Mr. Satan. He's back. Of course, always lots of fun. He gets a lot of time during the Buu Saga, so I'm kind of looking forward to see how much they cut of that, if any, because a lot of it is I guess he is kind of a necessary character to play that sort of forefront character for the media, for the martial arts of the Z world, I guess, to allow the actual Z fighters to do their thing and not have to put up with all of that. So that's kind of funny. This episode finishes off with the punch competition, which I like quite a bit, where they kind of all go up and they're qualifying for the World Tournament, and they each punch the punch machine. Of course, my favorite part being when Vegeta goes up to punch it and everybody else is holding back. 18, she just taps it. Piccolo taps it. They all tap it to get their score up higher so they can qualify. Vegeta walks up and he just blasts the thing and it just explodes. So I love that. I love that scene. I remember that from way back when in Dragon Ball Z. And there's another great scene in this one too, when Goku finally returns, of course, after being in the afterlife for all that time, over 7 years since the Cell games, the Cell Saga. Finally returning, he's got the halo and everything, and he finally gets to meet Goten, or he finds out that he has another son, which he didn't know up until that point. Now, if you watch the English dubbed version on YouTube of it, where Goku meets Goten, it's a really touching scene. In this version, in Kai's version, it could just be the subtitles were not the best, but I don't know, the delivery of it wasn't as good, I want to say. In the Z version, English dubbed, not this subbed version, I want to say, the original Dragon Ball Z dubbed English version, he says something to Chi-Chi like, I think there's a little me standing behind you, and that's when he meets Goten. In this, it's he says something different, but it doesn't come across as well. He notices him, and it just, I don't know, the scene itself didn't feel as touching as when you see it and in the fully dubbed version of Z, for example. So that was a little bit something I didn't care for as much. Now, of course, when they dub it over eventually in English, officially, without, just like fan subs, because this is really like a fan sub, right? So until they do that, we can't really judge it because it's just a fan sub. But anyway, so that was something I did notice, and I did prefer definitely the fully dubbed Z version of that from way back when. You guys can look it up on YouTube when Goku meets Goten for the first time. I think it's a pretty touching scene. I think it's funny how similar the two of them look. Pretty much exactly. So that's kind of funny. We did see in the preview that next week we're going to be seeing Trunks and Goten throw down, so that's going to be lots of fun. I remember quite a bit about that and seeing them really go at it. I think that actually might be the best fight from this World Tournament. You know, the one that's actually the most competitive, where they go at each other and they really go full tilt. So I'm really excited to see that next week. Should be a lot of fun. Aside from that, just kind of a cool episode to kind of get over the whole Great Saiyaman thing, where we're getting into the World Tournament at for Kai, and we're going to be seeing some great things coming up pretty soon. So in terms of a score, I'll give this one, I want to say a 7.5. I guess I'll say 7.5 for this week's episode. Good builder. Can't wait to see the whole World Tournament saga play out. And of course, review for next week's episode will be up pretty much right after it airs. Usually, I think it's airing on Sunday in Japan. So by the time it gets subbed in English, it's usually either late Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that type of thing. So I get around to reviewing it when I get a chance. So let me know what you guys think about all of that, and what you're most excited to see coming up in the World Tournament at the start of the Buu Saga. Anyway, I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trav, as always, saying peace.